Morning, it's Harvey Jackson from Exceed Grain Marketing. Just going to go through the Sask Ag crop report. Uh, I am going to probably keep track of this harvest progress map on a weekly basis. Right now, there's virtually none done, but I will point out that the cropland soil moisture is rated at 41% adequate, 49 short, 10% very short. So we've got a building of drought potential here. That's Depending on the crop stage, it's not always a bad thing to have soils drying out. It actually speeds up harvest and the like. But we need to recharge it after harvest if that were to take place. So weekly rainfall isolated to the northwest and a little bit in the Swift Current area. Virtually no rain anywhere else in the week on the Sask Ag report from July 23rd to July 29th. Cumulative rainfall, there is quite a variety of accumulations. They've got a lot of color schemes on here. Goes from virtually nothing all the way up to 275 plus, and just it's a very expansive range of moisture throughout Saskatchewan. Cropland soil moisture. This is the map that's a little bit tougher to see in the colors, but there is some ranges here that we're starting to get short to very short, and that's what the build is. And some of that is due to this maximum soil temperature. We're seeing this a lot of heat that got kind of pushed into these regions on the heights, and it's causing a drying out of the soil pretty quick. You can see that on this U.S. model, you can see that the dryness in Saskatchewan and Alberta is starting to build, and you can see this with the Environment Canada or Agriculture Agri-Food Canada, how that is getting bigger and bigger all the time on the soil moisture map. Temperatures are abating for the next 10 days, and you can see that there's a little bit of potential moisture on the European model for the next 10 days as well. Here's the European model just for 7 days, and you can see that there is some maybe a reprieve, maybe a little bit of moisture. Hopefully, it's actually going to be impactful for a little bit of Alberta and western part of Saskatchewan. And the GFS doesn't show quite as much as well, but there's always the differences between these models, right? And you can see how that plays out even on this screen here as well. We'll just get into the canola, or how the market currently is trading. You got 610 to 619 depending on which months, but you're up $2 to $3. Rapeseed is up $1 to $1.50, somewhere in there. Crude oil is down a little wee bit. Palm oil is up a little wee bit as well. Soybeans are up 13, and wheats are basically flat. StoneX actually, on a weekly basis, they do put out these, and I thought maybe I'll just start showing the trend here. Like we've got in June, it was showing potential of 186 almost, and then dropped off, and now it's increasing again. So we're building in potential yield models for corn. StoneX model is not going to be correct. We do not know what the end result will be, but this is just using weather models and some of the knowledge that they have. So 183.6, and the same thing with soybeans. They showed higher, dropped off, and now it's increasing again. Both of these will be a record. Canola is actually trading in kind of like no man's land, closer to the full support at 600 or thereabouts, and we need to find a direction outside of this range. And potentially could keep going down here, but let's just have a look here. But rapeseed is actually broke through this 61.8, trading kind of consolidating around there. But the next probably place that would need to be caught is down here at the 451.99. The 38.2 retracement, 50% is not a retracement value. Just FYI, it's just a number that they put in as part of the retracement, but it's usually not a retracement value. Soybean oil closer to the bottom end of the range, 42 cents. Palm oil trading basically sideways, not finding any direction from the other oils at all. Soybeans at the bottom end of the range, a little bit higher, but you can see how that 13 cents doesn't look like a whole lot on this chart. Canadian dollar, bottom end of the range, looks like we could be going back to that support level, and if it continues, we can break through there. Wheat, we've created a double bottom, which should be bullish, but I'm not counting on it at this point. I do hope that we can continue to hold this support here. Milling wheat, it's a little bit higher. It's trading between that 61.8 and 76. retracement value. So if it can hold there rather than going down to the full retracement or to the support level, down at between, let's call it 205. Corn at the bottom end of the range is trading up, just a hair up, right at the $4 mark as we speak. Next USDA report, which will have some adjustments on yield potentially, has been said, is August 12th. And that's all I have for you today.